Good evening, guys, and welcome back to episode 24, season 4, the Fergie way. Things are getting close. Today's game, we are playing who are currently top of the league, Tottenham Hotspur. And to be honest, we're going to go and have a look at the league in a minute, and you're going to see how important this game is for us to win the Premier League this season. So before I get into the episode, guys, I just wanted to ask a quick question, as I usually do. You know what I'm like now. If we do it this year, if we finally win the Champions League, which does, of course, bring the Fergie way to an end, I'm, of course, going to do a little review afterwards to review the trophies and what we'd picked up, our history of the past 4 seasons at Manchester United, and I'll tie it all off nicely in a final review episode. The one question I do have, though, is... do you want me to do some of you guys may have seen me on FM Scout. I do a few experiments where I go into the future. And would you like me to do a few of them with these guys? Because I think what's important is the likes of the younger lads that we've brought up. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. But also, it'll be quite interesting to see how United get on. So we could do a couple of episodes centred around players themselves so we can see Twinzabi's growth over the next maybe 5, well, maybe not, probably 10 years in truth. Then we can have a look at Callum Grimmon's growth and see how he's done year on year on year, see where they're moving, see where they end up, see how they get on internationally, and just see how their careers finish. And of course, we also get to check out how Manchester United do. So there we go then, it was just a little quick question. Drop it in the comments, guys. It's going to be massively important. It might not mean anything yet, of course. We've still got to go to the Champions League final against Manchester City, who, remember, beat us in the last game. But if we win, as you know, the Fergie way will be coming to an end. Dry your eye. There we go. Anyway, so today's game, obviously Tottenham, not Champions League, got Champions League on my brain at the moment. It means a lot to me, especially being against City. It's going to be awesome. But anyway, so as we can see, we do have a game in hand against Spurs. Now, if we were to play that game in hand, we're going to go 1 point clear of them. Great stuff. Now, after today's game, Spurs are only going to have 1 game left. We're going to have 2 games left. So effectively, if we beat them today, pretty sure that nails the coffin shut. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because we could, of course, go and lose our last 2 games. But it's going to put us in a commanding position. If they win today, we're probably going to be up shit street. So today's result is massive. Really, really massive. And better yet, we've got to go to White Hart Lane. If we take a look at the schedule, you can see the last game there that we played. It was, of course, yesterday's monumental episode against Barcelona. We ran out 3-0 winners. Great stuff. Put us in the Champions League final. But that does mean we don't have a right lot of news to cover. So, not going to waste any time today, guys. We're going to head straight down to the game, see who we've picked, and hopefully pick up a very, very important 3 points. So here we go then, guys. Match day at White Hart Lane. An incredibly important match for our quest for a Premier League and the potential of a treble here on the Fergie way. We're going to start with the Spurs team. They've lined up the way we expect to see them. Probably the strongest team that they've got when it comes to a starting 11. However, playing Eric Dyer down there in centre-back, I would probably play him in the middle. So, they've got Hugo Lloris, Danny Rose, Alderweireld, Deer and Vallejo at the back. Then they have Bentaleb and Dele Alli in the middle, with Felipe Anderson, Eriksen, Lamela all sat behind Kane. Harry Kane, of course, absolutely ripping it up in the Premier League at the moment. Last time I looked, it was 29 goals. I should have had a look just before when we was checking out the Premier League. Completely forgot. We're all human. But, yeah, my team, Manchester United, line up basically with the best form players right now. The guys in the last 5 games who have been performing the best have got the way into the squad today. So, we've got David Gea in the sticks, Alaba, Romagnoli, Bailly and Darmian. We then have Paul Pogba, Ruben Neves and Sanchez in the middle, with Rodriguez playing a trequartista role, Martial as a complete forward, and this time round we are going to try Rashford as a poacher, and we're just going to see how it gets on. So, really want to win this game, hoping Roy's going to give us some top quality instructions, which is a right load of hard tackling. I'm pretty sure that both Lamela and Eriksen don't have great bravery and strength, 12 and 12. And if we look at Eriksen as well, just while we're here, just out of interest, I mean, 7 and 11. So those guys are going to get hard tackled as well. Obviously, it's a lot of hard tackling going on in this game, so I will keep an eye on the guys. Tell them to calm down if I need to. I'm being told by Roy to encourage the players to prove a point. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to say for the fans, look at that. Because they've become our rivals. You know, the last sort of season or two, they've become quite a decent rival. It's given me a lot of green, so much so that I'm not even going to individually talk to the players. We're going to get stuck straight into the game and hope that we can get 3 points, because it will pretty much nail us on for the Premier League. So game starting, guys. As I was saying earlier on, mention to me in the comments if you think it's a good idea. I'm going to do a little review of the Fergie way when it does come to the point. If we do manage to win the Champions League this year and it's all done and dusted, I will do a review episode. I'm also toying with the idea of doing a few into the future episodes based around the young players and stuff. So honestly, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what you think. It will give me a little bit of time as well between the Fergie way and whatever my next project is, just to get it all together for you guys. So yeah, let me know in the comments. That'll be grand. We'll discuss it there. Jobs are good. So it's 7 or 8 minutes in. In fact, it's going fast. We're hitting quarter of an hour. Quarter of an hour now. Wasted over a free kick. Rodriguez, Pogba rises, hits the post. However, the game at the moment, relatively even. We've got the possession just, but from a shots point of view, 2 each, with Tottenham hitting the target once. We've not hit the target yet. And Harry Kane's been put through on goal lane. I've fancied him to score. He's been in such scintillating form for Tottenham. Putting a one-on-one like that, I really, genuinely didn't think he stood a chance of missing. As David De Gea spills the ball and gives away a needless corner, it's Lamela crossing it in towards Kane at the back. It's cleared out as far as Philippe Anderson. A great save by David De Gea. They have won another corner though, and Tottenham is starting to tip this tie. It's Lamela. Puts a cross. It's landed outside the area with Philippe Anderson again. He takes the shot wide of the post, and a sustained period of pressure from Tottenham finally gets a little bit of chance to release. Just going to tell the guys passionately that I demand more, because the game's not started that great. Tottenham have got the most of the ball just lately. It's Rashford to Martial. Martial taking a wild shot from distance. You know how I've got the team lined up. If you've seen my tactic video, I try and abolish those long shots, so I don't know why he's tried it, but James now. Vallejo gets it clear. It's only as far as Ruben Neves to Pogba on the edge. And the highlight ends. Jesus fucking Christ, man. This game. Unbelievable. James over a free kick from out of nowhere. We have won a corner from it. I thought it was going to just bustle the back of the net. It wasn't the case. But we have now got a corner. Pogba's moved towards the near post. He's moving back towards the penalty spot. Cleared out by Alderweireld. And 25 minutes in, it's pretty even, you know. Darmian to Martial. It's back with Darmian, plays it to the edge to Pogba. Pogba's making himself a yard of space. He takes a shot. It is pushed wide by Hugo Lloris, who it says at the moment has done quite well. He's only had 2 shots on target, but been more than equal to them. It's going to land on the edge with Pogba to Sanchez. Sanchez to Pogba. Pogba takes a half volley, hits another Tottenham defender, and we are going to get another corner. This will be the 5th one. Rodriguez pumps the ball across towards Pogba. Cleared out, but Darmian will collect the possession. Eric Bailly, he's going to get stuck down here. You can see it now. He puts a great ball across. Sanchez on the edge. 3 men round him. Keeps possession though. Pogba. James. Eric Dier. Foul. Penalty? No, it's not a penalty. Everyone's moving in. But this might be a chance for Rodriguez. Oh, God, no! God, bounces back off the bar. No United players were quick enough on it. I mean, I've got Rashford set as a poacher. He should have been leaping on that. But it wasn't the case. We are still in possession. No, it's Martial. Martial with a weak shot, trying to bring it in on his left foot, cut inside, but let's face it, he's no Iron Robin. James again over a free kick, this time it bounces back off the wall. This is where I really wish I'd played Callum Gribbin. And free kicks from what you would say would be the preferred foot of a left-footed player, Gribbin would have been great on them. Unfortunately, he's not on the bloody pitch. It's Pogba now, Alaba, Ruben Neves, James in the middle, going to win another corner. This will be corner number 6. And yeah, we're doing all right, but this is so important. I just want to settle the nerves, grab a goal, give us a little bit of breathing space. Sanchez now collects possession, gives it David Alaba in the middle. Played across to Darmian, Ruben Neves. Neves has got 2 men on him, plays it backwards to Darmian. Darmian sees a gap there. Sanchez runs into it, to the byline. Rashford, get in! Come on! Come on! That'll do, Rashford. Well played, son. 1-0, 36 minutes on the clock. 3 points maybe in the bag. 3 points maybe in the bag might be a little bit too much. I'll be honest. Even if we took a point, there's Rashford there arriving. Great goal. Great poacher's goal. 1 point. the way the league's looking would suit me. I'd be happy with a point. The reason I'm so happy about Rashford's goal right there is it gives us a little bit of space to possibly, if we had to concede against Spurs, do so. So it just makes me feel a little bit at ease. Sat back in my chair a little bit now, chilling out a bit, and I'm able to finally start enjoying the game for what it is. As fuck me, basically a solo finish. Renato Sanchez completely alleviates my nerves now. Now I can enjoy the game as he comes from deep in midfield. Look at the run there. Makes himself some space and just top bag. Great player. A fantastic asset on the Fergie way. And although I wouldn't go as far as saying a complete unsung hero, he just comes up with these goals now and again, and that always seem to be a bit special. And then he's just added number 2 of his game and 3 of our game. And now I started this little monologue, if you like, saying maybe I was being a bit excited about saying 3 points in the bag because it's not. But now I think it certainly is. And not only is it 3 points, but I am confident we can go on and win the Premier League after this game. Half-time then. Sanchez tearing it up, playing an 8.7. As I say, when he scores goals, they're always bloody important. You'll remember a goal from a couple of seasons ago against Hull. 88th minute, we thought it was all over. We said we're going to have to settle for a point. Bang, soon as I said that, screamer from 35 yards right into the top bag. Happy days. And he's done it today. He's come up trumps when needed. Assertively. Very, very happy. Sanchez, my friend, passionately. I'm very happy with your performance today. You look fired up. You get yourself back out there. We look at the weaker players. We've got James Rodriguez playing a 6.7. If he doesn't book his ideas up, of course. I do have Angel Gomez on the bench and Callum Gribben. And I feel like the game today is maybe a good game for Callum Gribben to get involved in because we're winning a lot of fouls on the edge of the area where Gribben is so effective from the dead ball situation. But for now, Sanchez on the ball again, just as I felt he was going to win his hat-trick. Well, get a hat-trick. Didn't come off though, but you've got to fancy him now, haven't you? It's Ruben Neves, Martial, to Rashford. Rashford puts it wide of the post. Really could have put it to bed then with a 4-goal advantage. Wasn't the case, but I'm psyched now. Genuinely proper happy that it's come to that because then the first, I don't know, what was it, 15 minutes or so in the game? Tottenham were in the game as well. We were in the game. It was ding-dong. It was back and forth. Harry Kane now trying to get into the area. It doesn't work. Yeah, it was ding-dong. It was back and forth. And genuinely, it's like, if I lost today, I'd have to depend. Oh, Rashford with an injury. We're going to make a sub. We don't want him to get a bad injury, although it might not be a good one no matter which way you look at it. We'll bring on Depay. But yeah, basically, if we would have lost today, we'd be putting our faith in fucking Burnley. No, Burnley fans, I don't mean that in a fucking hell, Harry Kane scores a goal. Not too concerned. I mean, they might go up and grab another 2, but at the moment, I'm not too concerned due to the great brace that we've seen from Sanchez has given us considerable distance here. But yeah, no disrespect to Burnley fans whatsoever, but I would be dependent on Burnley to try and hold Spurs at very least to try and win the league. So that's not something I'm going to have to do now. Hopefully, Pogba over a free kick. Get in there, Paul Pogba. I'm glad I spotted that, so we got to see it in. James has had a couple of chances off his left foot. This time it fell on the right foot. Paul Pogba gets to have a bash at it, and have a bash at it he does. 4-1. Pogba right into the top bag. Lloris got close, not close enough. Quarter of an hour left. I can start looking after the lads a bit. Start bringing off the likes of Paul Pogba, who's knackered. We will bring on Gribben. Going to bring on Foster-Mensah for Ruben Neves. We're going to leave Sanchez on just in case he has a chance at a hat-trick because he doesn't get that chance very often. And Memphis might bloody well make it 5 here. Still Memphis. Great save from Hugo Lloris. It remains 4-1. And this game's had almost fucking everything. I mean, we've not seen any red cards or anything like that. Own goals or penalties or anything like that. But for me, it's been so intense. Now I can chill. Danny Rose. End of the highlight. Don't mind. I don't mind. It can just go to 90 minutes now. I'll be a happy man. Lamella now in the middle. He does try and release Anderson. Darmian manages to intercept the ball. It's James to Memphis. Memphis has got defenders in front of him. He finds a gap. Sanchez. Oh, that was his chance. That was his chance for a hat-trick. Very, very, very close as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't going to be his day. De Gea plucks the ball out of the air. And do you know what? I am going to do? See if we can give Sanchez a little bit of something here. I'm going to swap all these round here. Put Sanchez behind the strikers. It might put him in a little bit more of a better position to try and grab a goal It's only going to be for a couple of minutes. I wouldn't normally do it, but I think on this occasion, the lad bloody well deserves it, because he may have, at the moment, single-handedly won us the Premier League, as Memphis scores a wonderful goal from the edge of the area. Happy, happy days. As we can see, Memphis gets himself half a yard as he cuts inside, and look at that. Right into the bottom corner. We've made Lloris look poor today. It's not the case. He has pulled off some wonderful saves, and when we have scored, he's always been pretty close to saving them, but it's just not been his day, and therefore not been Spurs' day. Not been Spurs' day? Doesn't sound right. Not been Tottenham's day. That's probably a better way of saying it. So I told the lads passionately that they took us to the top of the table. Of course, Renato Sanchez. We are so happy with your performance today. Eric Bailly played a blinder as well, so we're going to tell him the same. And yeah, we can chill. Going to go take a quick look at the league, then we'll have a look at the schedule, see what we're going to be doing in tomorrow night's episode. Wop, 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 wop. Playing the sad music because as we get to crunch time, I can see two bits of news that don't leave me feeling all that great. First one, Marcus Rashford out for 2 to 3 weeks. Not great. Not great. We're heading to crunch time. But there is another bit of news that is equally pretty piss poor. Martial is keen to discuss personal matters because he wants to talk about leaving for Real Madrid. Let's go and have a word with Martial. I've been thinking for a while that I want to join a bigger club, the cheeky little fucker. And having learned Real Madrid club de football's interest in me, I'd like to ask for your permission to talk to them if a bid is made. At the moment, it's just conjecture. There's no bid being made. Yes, they're tracking him, but nothing's happening. So I'm going to tell him to just wait and see what happens. I appreciate you letting me know your thoughts on the matter, but no bid has been made, and there's no point in talking about it. Bastard, not good enough. I'm not going to give him a pay rise. He's already had pay rises to make him stay. I'm going to tell him that I have to put the team first. I'm making it worse, but unfortunately, at the moment, I'm going to tell him that I'm not backing down to him, and he's not happy with how I dealt with this. And do you know what the biggest problem here is, guys? Yes, you already know. He's turned his head. I won't play him now. But Rashford's just been injured. Leaves me in a very poor position. We'll have to discuss that when we come back in the next episode. So, we only need a point. It's the top and bottom of it. We are going to have to come back because, of course, we want to celebrate winning the Premier League. So the very next fixture on the schedule where I'm confident we can get a point is against Southampton. It's away from home. We're going to play that game. We're going to look for our point. We're going to win the Premier League and then march on to, hopefully, an unforgettable treble. If you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, don't forget to hit a like button because it is helping us out tremendously. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with everything on the Fergie way. And other than that, guys, I hope to see you tomorrow night, where we will lift the Premier League trophy. I've been Teach FM, and I'll catch you later. See you in a bit. Fucking Martial. Cheeky little bastard.